Hi, everyone. Welcome back. So, today we're going to be talking about what the week is going to look like for this week. Um, I wanted to share with you before we go any further that just in case you were wondering and you didn't catch the last video, I do have a link to the playlist where all of these are. That's going to be in the description below. So let's talk about our week going forward. So as I mentioned in the last video, this is actually my happy planner. This is the new control journal. Right now, I've been using this control journal for over a year to help kind of keep medical stuff together. I will be transitioning that over to my control journal, so I won't be using a binder. But that's my happy planner. So if you're wondering why the link that I had showed this, it's because that is going to be my new happy planner. So for our week ahead, this is the sheet that I had before. And I know you're like, please keep it on the screen for a little bit longer. Well, the reason why I am not sure that I want to do that is because I want to go over the different days that we're going to have. And then I want you to figure out what day makes the most sense. What day makes the most sense? Um, I'll give you kind of the traditional Fly Lady days, but again, it's what makes the most sense. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm actually recording this on a Sunday, and you'll understand why yesterday and today I'm sitting here at my table as opposed to going off and doing something. Okay? All right. So let's begin. So generally on Mondays, my ear itches. Someone's thinking about me or talking about me, maybe? So on Mondays, it's generally something called a weekly home blessing. And when we get to those days in this week, I'm going to go a little bit further into what they are. But generally, what happens on Mondays is during that weekly home blessing, you dedicate 1 hour of the day, and that is in addition to your morning routine and your evening routine. But that 1 hour is set aside to basically do it's like high level cleaning. It's very high level cleaning. So if that would make sense for that 1 hour to be spread across all 7 days or maybe over 5 days, that's perfectly fine. You can totally do that. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah. So there's I had to count. So there's 6 different tasks and they're broken up to give you 10 minutes for each. So if you want to do those over 6 days, then you can. Or if you want to do them all in one day, weekly home blessing happens every single week on one day, usually. And usually it's Mondays. So the next one, oh, and my glasses are off. They're in front of me and I can't see. So the next one is zone day. So we will also be going into zones. So if you remember, I had said that we're going to be decluttering and we're going to do that basically for a whole month. We're going to declutter and then we're going to do deep cleaning after that. And how we do that is we break that up into zones. And I'll talk more about how the house is broken up into different zones when we get there. But on zone day, you're going to spend an extra 15 minutes in that particular zone. So for us, what we're going to do this week is we're going to learn about something called a lunch pad. A lunch pad. And we're going to use our 15 minutes for that. So that's usually on Tuesdays. But that is just in addition to anything extra that you're doing, you're going to add in an additional 15 minutes. So I have here Wednesday is a prep day. So, and I don't know, this may not be where Fly Lady puts hers. For whatever reason, I have it down as Wednesday. So you're going to have a prep day that comes before your groceries day. So the prep day is where you're going to actually clean out the fridge. Okay, I understand. If a lot of you may be like, oh my gosh, my fridge is jam packed. So, the purpose of this, and you may want to take 15 minutes a day to go through this. It's going to be a whole nother decluttering thing for us. But the 15 minutes. So, the refrigerator, um, if you look, you don't even have to look, right? It has expired stuff in there. It maybe has stuff that might be growing. It's a whole science experiment in the back portion of your refrigerator. Am I right? I'm right. I know I'm right. So, what we do is that as you go through your refrigerator, you don't have to do it all in one chunk, but basically, we're trying to get rid of the expired things, make that's Addie coming through the doggy door. I'm sorry. But that makes room for the groceries, and you'll also find out what you need more of, so that way you can plan accordingly. So that's your preparation day. Your next day is where you go and you get groceries. For me personally, it's been a very long time since I have actually gone into the grocery store to go grocery shopping. That's because a lot of the places around me, I generally will purchase groceries from Walmart or a local store here called HEB. That's a big Texas thing. Um, but I will get them delivered to my home. Hi, Addie, go lay down, please. She says, no, scratch my butt. So I'm talking to you and scratching her butt. So Friday is the Great Purge. Okay, it's not like the movies, but basically at that point, you want to clean out two things. Ready? You want to go and clean out your purse. Even if you don't carry like a traditional purse, I don't, I have a backpack. We're going to be taking some time and cleaning out our purse. And then the next great purge is taking, and everything is done in 15 minutes. So then taking an extra 15 minutes and we're going to clean out our car. Okay, so I understand, especially if you have kids, young kids, right? They're the ones that are dropping their snacks, they're leaving drinks, they're who knows, right? We're going to take 15 minutes and we're just going to empty it out. You want to take some time and vacuum it? That's up to you. But 15 minutes to go ahead and clean out the car. That's it. Um, on I also have here on Fridays, and I found this to be helpful when I worked, is I would fill up my gas tank. So I would do it on Fridays so that because I noticed that we tended to do a lot of stuff outside of the house over the weekend. So I would get gas in my vehicle just to make sure that I had it for the next week. But even if your gas tank isn't all the way full, by topping off, that way, if there's ever an emergency where you need to get in the car and go, like if you live in Florida or even on the coastal areas for like Texas and stuff, we have hurricanes, especially in the summer. So you may need to evacuate. And if you need to get up and go quickly, you want to make sure that you have gas. If there's a winter storm or if there's a shortage of some kind, you want to make sure you always have gas. That's why you want to make sure your gas tank is filled. So finding the right days for some of these, it's really going to depend on your family, on your work schedule, on what you have going on. So on Saturday, Fly Lady actually has this on Sundays. It's like a pamper and renew your spirit day. So that one is just you relax, you just do something that feels good for you. I have it on Saturday because my husband would generally like to relax most Saturdays. And then on Sundays, he would actually make that the errand day. So there for a while before delivery was a thing, we would order it to be picked up. And so I would pick up the groceries on Sunday, but I would have it ordered and planned on Thursday. But running errands, you really want to have like one major outing day. And so what you can do is you can plan for all the mail to, if you, I have a business mailbox. Um, I do review videos. That's what I love to do. I love testing out new things. Just if you're wondering what my other business is, um, so I do review videos for companies and things like that, and I do it with video. I generally am not going to share them with you guys unless it even makes sense. So do not worry, I'm not going to try to shill products your way. But that's something that I do. So I may receive products inside the business mailbox and I have to go get it. If you have to drop off something at the post office to be mailed out, I'm going to be mailing out a little Paw Patrol dog that my brother-in-law, when they stayed here for a few days, their daughter left it here. So I have to go mail that out. So I'm going to try to put everything all in one day. So I'm making, if I'm going to go out in one day and get all the things I have to get done. That way I'm not constantly running out, constantly wasting gas. I'm going to try to do things the smart way, not the hard way. So make one day your errand day. That's our week so far. So we're going to keep up with all of our same morning routines and evening routines. Right now, I actually have the one load of laundry inside the washer. If you can hear it, I don't know if you can, but we're still going to keep up with our morning routines and our evening routines. Addie saw a bird, so she has to go outside. Um, But that's kind of the plan. That's what you can expect this week. I am personally going to try to figure out over the course of today what the best days are for these activities, and then you can expect to see videos for this week. Um, the way that I am probably going to work out videos for you is, oh, good, we're only 12 minutes in. Um, the way that I'm probably going to work out some of these videos for you is I'm going to do the weekly home blessing hour more than likely in individual videos that are 10 minutes each. And I'm going to talk about what I'm doing as I'm doing it. And that way you can come along with me. And every week, on whatever day you want to do it on, then you can actually go ahead and watch that particular playlist. That's end all be all what I'm going to end up doing for the weekly home blessing. Um, what I've done in the past is I have actually sat down and I've turned it into, um, I called it cardio clean because you are racing the clock. Some activities won't take 10 minutes, some will. So it's kind of nice to try to go and beat that clock. Um, Perhaps moving forward, I might continue doing something like that. I definitely would need to get my computer back, my computer and my microphone. Excuse me, my microphone set up. But that was a lot of fun, and I may also throw some of those in that playlist. We'll see. But what was kind of nice is I got to go and talk to you guys and real time if you wanted, and it was just really really nice, and I miss that. And um, I don't know, they were live streams, and sometimes it was just easier to just go ahead and live stream. Um, but that's something I may do. Hopefully, all this made sense to you. If something doesn't make sense or if you have questions, then definitely let me know in the comments. I'm going to put a list of these in the description so that way you can kind of think about maybe I went too fast when I was explaining it. But that way you can kind of really get an idea as to how you want to go about this week. You can definitely try these along with me and see what you think. Um, but that's where I'm at. I for that pamper day, I'm I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I haven't really done the whole pampering thing before. Um, I haven't. haven't really ever done that, to be honest. That was just a day that I did only my morning routines and evening routines. But something tells me that that's probably something that my mother would be very proud of me if I took some time and pampered myself in some way. So, who knows? Who knows what we're going to do? I may turn that into a thing that I share with y'all. But that's that. I'm going to leave it here because I feel like I'm just rambling at this point, and I don't really feel like I want to make this video any longer than it has to be. So I hope that you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.